Okay, hi guys. This is going to be a little bit different, I think. It is me, Stephanie Watson, your psychic comedian. I'm not sure how funny this is going to be today, but it is something that I've been led to share. So I'm going to share because you guys know I love sharing. I do. I love sharing. So, what we're going to talk about today, not my bowls, although they are absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? Yeah, I love them. What we're going to be talking about today is finding your happy. What the heck is that? Okay, well, here's what I was downloaded the other day. Um, Most people say they just want to be happy. I know when I was a kid, I used to tell my father all the time, I just want to be happy. And he would tell me, well, that's not enough. And I'd think, well, what the hell else is there? There's nothing else but that. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about finding your happy. What does happy look like for you? Most people say they want to be happy, but they have no idea what happiness looks like for them. They might know, I'm content, and that's a different thing, but it goes right along with being happy. But to be content, you can be content anywhere. You decide to be content, that's fine. You also decide to be happy, but you have to define what happy is for you. The only way to do that, people, and I know this is the part that everybody's going to be like, ah. What you have to do to find out what makes you happy is go within. What is it that makes you happy? What is it that gives you that feeling that you are complete? For me, and I think for a lot of people, the happy comes with completeness. I think that makes sense. We'll see. So, to find your happy, we've got to define what your happiness is. We have to see what our happiness is. What does your happiness look like? What does happy look like for you? Do you know? Have you ever thought about it? Have you just said, well, today I'm happy. Tomorrow I won't be happy. I don't know. So my dog just walked in because apparently he wants to know about being happy. Um, no barking, little man. Thank you. Um, where were we? Defining your happy or seeing your happy. Seeing what your happy is goes a long way to manifesting your happy. Okay? If you don't know what you're shooting for, everything is a shot in the dark. Everything. Boom, 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 boom. Hopefully it lands where I'd like it to. That's chance, right? That's what that is. That's chance. Now let's go to, this is another thing that they're talking about. Contentment and happiness can go hand in hand, but they don't necessarily have to be hand in hand. Okay? You can be content with the way things are, but still not be in your happy zone. And you can be happy, but still have a thought of discontent. So they don't always go hand in hand. A lot of times they don't. But once you get to that where they meld, oh my goodness, let me tell you. I will just tell you my example. My happy. What my happy looks like is living my purpose and helping others discover their purpose and living it as well. I am never happier than when I am talking to someone, doing a reading, a healing, whatever I'm doing, and I can see them coming to the clarity of, wow, this is really who I am. Yes. You know my philosophy, and not everybody has it, but I believe everyone has abilities. We just need to accept and allow them. Some of us can very easily. I'm not one of those people. Then some of us have to be knocked around quite a bit before they get to that spot where they're like, oh, well, maybe that is really what's going on. Let's explore that. All right, I'm getting off topic a little bit. They're reining me in. Woohoo! Kale's like, get back to the subject. Okay. Here is another thing that they wanted to tell me. Now I just lost it, Kale. Thank you so much. Thank you. Control versus influence. All right. Remember when I said, when I was young, I told my father I just wanted to be happy, and that he said that wasn't enough. Like many of you, we looked at our parents for our happiness, right? Growing up, because nobody, when we were growing up, told you how to look or manifest happiness for yourself. Ever. Not, at least not in my generation. People would just say, are you happy? Good. Are you happy? Too bad. You know, whatever your answer was. So, I grew up in a very controlling household. Of course, those of you who know me know that control isn't something you're going to have over me. No, you can try. But here's the difference between control and influence. Control leaves no choice. Okay? Control is saying you have to do this. This is what you will do. Influence is, what if you try this? What do you think might happen? Choice. Okay, we as human beings, we really like to be in control. However, we are not designed to be in control. Yes, we were given free will. But let us remember, we were all given free will. Therefore, it is not up to one particular person to tell another particular person, you will do this. No. Right? No, I'm talking about adults here. I'm not talking about little kids who don't know better. Okay? Yes, we have to guide them and we have to give them the best we can give them. But when they get to the point where they are making decisions in a educated fashion. I don't want to say educated. Realistic, real world fashion. When they can see it would go this way or this way. That's when we need to let them be influenced by us and no longer controlled. Okay? All right? And really, kids, telling your child what they like to eat doesn't mean that they like to eat it, okay? Please? That's a whole nother series. We're not going there right now. We're just not. All right. So, influence and control. Influence gives you options. Control gives you none. All right? So, how does that go with happiness and contentment? Well, how many people do you know that are in a very controlling relationship are actually happy? And that goes on both sides. That goes on the person who's trying to control and the person who is being controlled. Neither knows what happy looks like for them because it's never even entered their mind. So finding what happy looks like to you, it doesn't happen like that. It's not an overnight thing. It's not well, let's sit down and decide it. Although you could do that. But it's really going within and looking at your makeup and how you express and how you take in energies and emotion and how you share and what it is that makes your spirit sing, or your soul, whichever. What is it that, and again, this is just my belief. You can believe whatever you want. I will not tell you what to believe. My belief is that we make a contract with Source before we come, saying what we're going to do, and then we, become human and completely forget it. But it's there. It's in there. It's in us. We have that contract within us. We know what that is. unconsciously, spiritually, energetically, however you want to put it. And happy, for me, is knowing how to fulfill that contract. And for me, like I told you before, it is helping others learn what their contract is. So I am a natural healer. I am a natural teacher. I am psychic. I do have some mediumship ability. Some people think it's more, some people think it's less. Doesn't really matter. I know what I've got. I know what I'm able to do. I know what Source has gifted me with. And now, at 60 years old, I know how to bring this to fruition, how to bring this to a place where I am fulfilling my purpose in this life. That's pretty cool. Of course, it would have been cooler if it happened at 20. But let's face it, at 20, no way was I ready for this. No way was I ready for any of this. No way did I even think any of this was actually truth. I thought it was just all science fiction. You know, that's what I thought. Anyway, back to what we're talking about. Finding your happy is probably one of the most important things you can do in your spiritual growth, is to find your happy and to know what it looks like for you. Okay? It's not going to be easy. Some of it won't be fun, right? Because we know when we go in and look at stuff, and I mean stuff, it's usually not a fun time for us. But what it does is it opens us up, frees us up to let the stuff that we maybe are not looking at that's behind us come into the forefront so that we can see what it is that will bring happy to our souls. Okay? Was there anything else? Again, control, leaving no option. Influence, giving options. Be an influence. Don't be in control. Be an influencer. Be influence. But again, always leave choice. Okay? Remember, we have, I just said it before, and now, you know, the old noggin. We have free will for a reason. It's not just, let's throw that in too. Free will gives us a chance for growth, a chance for experience, a chance to make things happen in a way that maybe no one else can see. But yeah. That's a cool thought. I like that. All right, guys. So that's what I have to share with you. I think there's going to be a couple more in this series. I have no idea what I'm going to call it yet. But thank you. It's been my honor to share with you. And hopefully you enjoyed this and that it wasn't too long. And, well, you know what? I love you all. I know that sounds weird, right? Because I don't even know you. But trust me. I love you. I love you. And if you're watching this, it's because you're supposed to. So, live blessed, my beautiful friends. And I will talk to you in the next one. Okay, bye. How do we stop this thing? Oh, that's right.